A few days ago, ChatGPT went down, which sent a lot of creatives running around looking for help, and along with other platforms like Spotify, Discord, and even Snapchat. Now, why did this happen? It's all because Google Cloud went down for a few hours. Hi, my name is Jojo, and welcome to my new series called DAPDive, where we explore Web3 products from blockchains, layer 1s, layer 2s, dApps, DeFi protocols, as well as NFT platforms to discover if they are truly useful or they're just another hype with funding. Now, in today's video, we'll be diving into Walrus Protocol to understand what value proposition they're actually bringing, what it does, who it's for, how to get started, and so much more. Stick with me, it's going to be a fun ride. Most Web3 platforms and dApps are hosted on Amazon Web Services, which is not bad at all, but that makes me question how decentralized is your platform. Okay guys, funny story. I discovered that Walrus is actually a sea mammal and one of the largest sea mammals in the world. It's also carnivorous, right? And I probably wouldn't have learned about that if I hadn't come across Walrus Protocol. So what is this protocol I'm going on about? It has to do with storage, right? Currently, most of us use like USB drives to store, or now you can use Google Cloud, Google Drive, your Google Photos to store your photos, as well as store documents with Google Docs. It's all wonderful, right? And then most businesses use hosting platforms like AWS to keep their businesses online, right? And then they do the whole pay-as-you-go thing to like ensure they have they don't pay for space that they don't need. Now, what's the problem with this? Centralized storage is not necessarily evil. Not like the companies are necessarily evil. It's just that you can be censored, and then a little glitch in a server can break down your entire business for a few hours or more than that. Just like what happened on June 12th with Google Cloud, right? So you can be censored as well. Government agencies can literally tell these platforms to come after you, and then there's nothing you can do. Walrus is a decentralized programmable storage protocol built on the SUI blockchain, one of the fastest blockchain infrastructure. Instead of storing your data, your files, your videos, your photos on one server that could go down with one glitch, Walrus breaks down those files into tiny encrypted fragments and distribute them across a number of nodes, or you can call them computers, that store and save those data. So if some nodes are offline, no problem, your data will still be secure and available to you. And what are nodes? Nodes are basically computers that own and run a part of a blockchain data. So it's like co-ownership, and that's what decentralization is all about. So how does Walrus compare to other decentralized storage platforms like Arweave and IPFS? First of all, we'll talk about the replication overhead. So let me use a scenario to explain what replication overhead means. Imagine that you want to save your photo online, and then you decide to share it amongst a bunch of friends. Let's say 50 friends. Because in decentralized storage, that's essentially what you do. You save your data across a number of nodes. So your file gets copied across a number of computers to keep it safe. But here is the catch. The more copies you send out means more storage space, more cost, and more effort. That is replication overhead. And that's like one of the current challenges existing decentralized storage platforms face. Take Arweave, for example. It's sending various copies of your photo, your data, to various computers, but it's super expensive. What Walrus does is that it takes that same photo of yours and puts it in a puzzle-like form, stores just 4 to 5 pieces, and can still rebuild it, which means less waste, less time spent, less cost. So this essentially means that Walrus is making decentralized storage less costly to use. So let's talk about who can actually use Walrus. So it doesn't look as if we're just talking about another hype project. So first of all, are dApps that claim to be decentralized but are still hosted on an Amazon website, right? The whole ethos of blockchain is decentralization. So why would you have a DApp and it's not hosted on a decentralized platform? It means that you can go down if that one server goes down. And that set of people are AI teams who want proof that their models are real and haven't been tampered with. Also, NFT platforms and creators. Lastly, traditional companies that want off-grid storage. So if you are a traditional company but you want to be able to store your data off-grid, you can also use Walrus. So let's talk about incentives, right? WAL token is the native token for the Walrus protocol, right? You use it to pay for your storage, right? So instead of paying in USD, you pay in WAL token. And then the nodes are also rewarded in WAL token as well for doing their jobs. Finally, it is used for governance, right? It's used to vote on how the Walrus ecosystem is going to work. If there are changes that need to be made, it's going to be used to vote. So the WAL token price is locked in dollars. So even if the price changes, you don't get surprise bills later. The total supply of WAL token is 5 billion, with 10% for airdrops for those who interacted with the testnet before launch in March, 43% for grants, incentives, and builder reward, and 10% for storage subsidies. That means majority of WAL token is going to people who actually use the network. So how can you get the WAL token? You can get it on any exchange or get it on Swash Wallet. So Google Cloud is great, AWS is great. But if you care about decentralization and are looking for an alternate source to store your data, then you should consider looking into Walrus as a business person. As is the essence of DAPDive, I did this whole breakdown to get people to understand Walrus Protocol, right? And if it's something that you could be interested in to use as an alternative source of storage, because literally not everybody is going to jump on a decentralized storage platform. But after watching this video, do you think it's something you're interested in? Let me know in the comments.